Hello everybody, this is Flora and this is my Web Technology Lab experiment number 2. So what we have to do today is we have to design a web page like this. You can see you have to put a logo, a link, a paragraph and an iframe that we have used. So we'll discuss what we have to do here. So what we have to do is we have to assign a logo and a title for this. So this logo, as we know, you can use width, height to set how big you want or how broad you want the logo to be. And then we have come across a new property called margin. Now what do you mean by margin? Margin is just used to generate space around elements. So what does it do? It sets the size of white space outside the border. If you can just view this, you will if we can inspect this element. So right click and then inspect. You just have to drag. You can see the margin is set as 16:9 and then border is inside it. But if you do padding, padding will include all of these parts. So here you have a logo and then the title. You can position it using margin element. And then we have 3 links and we have a search box. So 3 links, if you see, there's a difference in link 1 and link 2. So what we have done is we've just set the text decoration of the anchor tag to none. Over here, text decoration to none for link 2. So it removes the default text decoration, that is to make it in a blue color to have a default underline. Then we have is a division tag. Now you can see there is a plain division here without anything. How can that be created? That can be created using a width tag. Now you see there was this paragraph tag which I set a width of 55. As we know, it will be 100% width to occupy the entire window. So 55 is set for that paragraph, and then we have audio which is below that paragraph, so we don't have to actually set it. It's relative to that paragraph. So if you say 100%, by default it's taking only the 55% of the browser. Then we have an 8% division. Now what is that? That is for the free space that we have it over here. And then next is a 40% for the video. So this audio that we have, so you can see the audio syntax. So audio controls. Source is where is your audio located. And next is your type. Type is what type of an audio it is, whether it's an OGG file or an MPEG file. Video has the same way, but you can specify your width and height over here. So this is the audio on it, and then this is video. Now one thing special about the video, or difference in audio and video in my experiment, is that I have set video to autoplay. What does that do? Now whenever I load this web page, automatically you can see this video loading on its own. So this is the difference in it. Now you can stop the video. Now we have another 3 division below it, and this space is again created using that TD which we used to create the space in the above division. If you can see, we have given 2% TD and we haven't put anything, so it's just giving us that space over here. So what we do is, one is a contact us, another is for a register your form, and this is an iframe. Now what do you mean an iframe? An iframe is a tag. It specifies an inline frame is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. It can be a website, it can be any of them. So you can see over here we have embedded a Google map in this. So if I can show you the code, this is my syntax iframe src, that's the source, and this is what I've got from Google map. It's an embedded link that you can use it, and then this is for this, you can apply it over here and you can get it over here. Now we have another web page that we have designed after when we click register your website. This is submit your resume web page. So how do we design this? This is done using just your table attribute. So over here, one thing we have used is we have used inline text and within document style sheets. Sorry. So what we have done is we have just created a table, and we've set its attribute table border, because we don't need much border, to 0. Then we have just used TD, that is an row element, and we have used it for taking this is a value, first name, and then what is placeholder. What do you mean by placeholder? As you see, you can just type anything and that will just vanish away. So that's a placeholder. And middle name. So this is all designed by using a table attribute. Now you can see this is a progress bar. So how do we design a progress bar? If you can see, progress bar is after here over here. So how do we design it? Progress value 20. 20 is that we have done 20% out of how much? 100% work. So this is how you can display your progress bar. Now I've designed my progress bar and I've given it a color blue. So this is how we've got the progress bar. And remaining here, this is the text area. This you can see is you can select any whichever you want. So this is a drop down list. So how can we design that? If we roll down date of birth, date, area, university qualification. So this we've come down to layer down, website, and okay. So this is the address. If you see here, choose state. So we have actually a drop down list. How we have created is using an app option tag. Okay. Now next we have over here, this is a plain mobile number text area, but you can see there is a specific pattern mentioned here. So how do we take that specific pattern? Is by using a pattern attribute. If you can see in mobile number we have given a minimum 0 and it should not exceed above 10. So this is just a pattern attribute. Next we have is a qualification table. So these are default selected. This is a multi checkbox, so you can select any number of input you want, and then this is whatever university that you are in, and this is again a drop down where did you study, and this is the date of year and all. And this is a choose file attribute. Now an interesting thing, you can mention what type of files you want to upload. So if you can come down, we'll show you. This is a code, and then this is for the type of file. You just have to mention over here whether what type of document to accept, whether it's a doc file or a PDF file. So that is all for it, and then we can submit a resume or we can reset whatever is done. So here, because we have given a required field, this will not be submitted. So I request you to explore more. Thank you.